go move in a house and ain't never been in it, and ain't got no toilet or bathtub in it?
And that's something you would have to ask prior council when the decisions
Well,
are
I'm just
done.
asking you, would you move in a house?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Well, the purpose of committee meetings,
Huh?
the purpose of committee meetings and items that you have on your agenda
Some
to
things
discuss
just
it.
common sense.
Some things are, but not everyone has it. So that's why we have committee meetings.
Okay, all right.
Councilor King?
Thank you. So in the interest of trying to do proper business, which we are trying to do proper business, again, I'm not human. Again, I'm not human, and I always get a little antsy when I'm in meetings, and then information is put out that's not accurate. So if you'll forgive me for jumping all over you, Councilwoman Thomas, but you were saying information that was not accurate. So if I could take you back to last year and kind of run over this, and I'm glad Pastor Pruitt is here. So the Chief of Staff called me. He said, I need you to come to my office. I have someone I want you to sit down with me. I get there, it's Pastor Pruitt. He tells me, Helen S. Brown, we go over how it's been vacant and abandoned, how it could be broken into, how this could happen, that could happen. After about 2 meetings with Pastor Pruitt and Mr. Smedley, and we're going over what he wants to do with the facility, and we're going over the terms of the lease and what he would want to see in there, and then what the city would be happy with, right? So this took a couple months. It's not like I just said, hey, look, I'm gonna write this up and boom, right? So the administration did know, and the administration did play a part in crafting the language, the price point, the lease point, the term, the conditions. All of that was negotiated. I didn't just make this stuff up, right? Nate, did you ever get a price for the houses that you went to look at? Never mind. So, in the interest of doing proper business, right? We're only human. That's what we're trying to do up here. But I didn't want you to put out that bad information.
What bad information?
The administration did know, and if I'm not mistaken, a couple of times we went out to the facility.
Wait a minute, I didn't
the
say
chief of
what.
staff had to come out
Wait a minute.
and then make a phone call and have, I believe it was Mr. Marshall, or it might have been Mail that came and let us in the facility.
Mail said he didn't know anything about
So-
him being in there. I'm telling you, I don't have to misrepresent the truth. I don't sit up here and do that.
That's fine.
Mr. Leach said he did not know he was in there, and the law director was down there because I called her.
Well, the
Okay,
thing is,
I called her down
in
there.
a normal business operation, it would come from upstairs, right? So Mel Rand, who's the community developer, he wouldn't write the lease anyway, right?
He would know who's in the building. He would know who's in the
He wouldn't
building.
write the lease.
Excuse me, counselors, what we're gonna do now, we
And
we don't need to go back and forth.
That's
This is
right.
not productive. Pastor Pruitt is here because he wants some remedy for the amount that he's put in. I mean, how messy our government has been and what we have done and what we have done is not the point. The point is that he needs some type of relief on, and that's what he's requesting because of the amount of money that he put in. The first issue was about the permits. Now, we know that we have all the permits. It is in council's office. Any counselor can request that. It's public information at this point.
It should have been sitting here. I'm sorry, and I won't, it should have been, I hadn't seen nothing. I'm not. And I said I was sorry for my interruption, but if we're the council, then we should be seeing what took place, and all of this is done. It should be right here.
Well, I can send an email, you're absolutely right. And you know what, and I'm agreeing to this, so I don't have all of the documents, but I do personally have them. And I do have them in my email, so you're absolutely right. I should have emailed this to...
Don't email, just put it in the...
I should have emailed them as direct communication, just to make sure that I have record that it was sent out. But like I said, he does have all the permits at this point in time. We do want to try and move forward. It seems like that there's an issue. I apologize, Pastor Pruitt. I thought maybe we could take this out of committee. We will try and resolve this week with the law director and see what we can do at that point. We're going to go ahead. Are there any remarks or requests of the public at this time?
Mr. Irby. Good evening, Council. We forget again that y'all are council. Have we not? No way you're supposed to jump over any of your members. Not at all. You're supposed to, each one is supposed to understand, from the top, the president, to each ward person. You shouldn't pass information over anybody's head without acknowledging the legal body. Entertainment, day-to-day operation. Council President says, hey, don't oversee us. We're just as important because we make sure day-to-day they get paid. We make sure day-to-day they have equipment. We make sure day-to-day they have education. If any of y'all violate each other, y'all break y'all chain. Right there. That's what y'all supposed to be able to fix. There's no reason for this crashing up here. Y'all got a phone call, y'all got a clerk, y'all got email.
Nobody got email.
And you got nothing passed across the table.
Wow.
Nothing. And it hurts. It hurts. And you don't say that you don't see something in somebody else's backyard. Come out here and look. We have meetings every Saturday. Residents, we talk to them, we try to get them there to be healthy. Nobody wants their grandmother passing at an early age. Nobody wants the elderly. And all the buffalo and other elderly people needs to stop. Y'all gonna get the votes whether you get them from the elderly for the young, but stop going after our elderly folks for the vote. One more before I get up from up here. Gosh, you got a beautiful choir.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I'm gonna say it because I've been there. I've been there. It's beautiful. Now I'm gonna go back to the city. I'm gonna go to the end of the day-to-day operation. They need a parking lot. Let's get them a parking lot. That's the best thing y'all can give them. Because we got the cold patch to fix their pothole program. Fix it. What church has a messy parking lot? Am I lying? We can't even push a plow through there. Can we get them some asphalt and do some seal coating? Something.
Can you do that, King?
Can you do that?
We're gonna get
Can
him.
you do
We're
that?
gonna get him a Catch a Pothole Good Neighbor Ambassador flyer. Gonna get him on the program. Absolutely.
The only thing I want to say is you want to look into the news. I hope you don't go outside and look at this building. And a lot of these other buildings down here that because 90% of these Cleveland can be less than loose because of it. Now, saying that is, I hope from now on, instead of you all coming and bringing people in here. Now, this is a fact. A good friend of mine